everybody. I hope you're having a good day. I have had some uploading issues again. So my friend is coming this weekend and we'll get that sorted. Because I really do very much enjoy doing these videos. I gotta keep my eye on the weirdo. Okay, weirdo handled. What the hell? I do not understand. Oh, truck just broke down in the middle. Oh, that's not a truck breakdown. Two large vehicles tried to occupy the same place at the same time, aka accident. So, yeah, glad that wasn't me. Everyone looks safe. They just look really mad. Nobody wants to be mad on a Friday morning that is this glorious. Oh my God, it is a beautiful day. It is. So I hope you're having a beautiful day. I have been up and down and back and forth and all around with using AI. And I keep having all these amazing insights about it. I feel like I'm in AI college. There's a lot of stuff I'm doing that is wrong. There's a lot of experiments I'm conducting. At the present, I use the exact same prompt to set up a coach in Gemini and in ChatGPT. And so far, Gemini's the winner. Gemini gave me action items right away, challenged my thinking about a few things right away, and ChatGPT said, okay, I'll see you in 48 hours with your next update. So it seems to either have not taken on the coaching role or it has violated the coaching protocol. I don't know. So Dan's channel, My Life by AI, has a Discord, and in one of the Discord conversations, somebody posted their prompt, which prompted somebody to post their prompt, and then the third person put their prompt, and they're great. They're all great. They're all customized for those users. And clearly these users are sophisticated computer people. And so, like, one of them really loves the world of Gotham and Batman, which is charming. And they have a badge system where they get little Batman symbols. Somebody else has something that's a little more similar to, I would call a mashup between Star Wars and Star Trek. There's a Prime Directive, and the portion to clear up debt is called the Debt Star. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like my debt, that's no moon, that's a space station. That is how I feel about my debt. I'm caught in a tractor beam of suck. And I need to fix it. But I'm really enjoying this community that I've found online. I'm really enjoying these experiments. And when I stopped taking it so seriously, and when I realized you can use these systems to tweak your life, and you will see results. I mean, even in the videos, which I have only been doing since December, my face has changed. The scale has not moved much, but maybe I have Ozempic face? What? Is my face melting? Oh, thank you, Internet, for giving me one one more thing to worry about. Assholes. Oh, BT dubs. I swear, if this is your first time here and you don't like bad words, honey, get a hold of yourself, because either you're going to get an education in the use and variability of swear words in modern language, or you're going to just have hurting ears. I like swear words. They're excellent punctuation for conversation. Yeah, I'm not taking any guff off you guys about that one. Okay, so almost another big truck smashing a big car, except this time I'm the big car. Ooh, there's another. Oh, that's a popo pulled over a truck. Not a good day to be driving a cube in LA, let me tell you. Not a good day for that. Be aware, or be in paperwork hell. That's the lesson we're learning. So back to I will structure like a more clear conversation about the experiments I'm running. It's very interesting. So I'm actually running 2 GPT and 1 Gemini. The Gemini and the GPT have the same prompt, and the second GPT has a new prompt, which I used by and this might be you can have AI help you write prompts for AI. And then when you get the prompt written, you open a new chat and you paste your prompt into the new chat, and it should operate according to what you designed with AI. So that's the original 2, the Gemini versus ChatGPT. That was a prompt I designed using Gemini. The second ChatGPT is I copied all these great prompts from these 3 other users, and I asked GPT to consolidate these prompts and bring it in alignment with what GPT knows about me. And it came up with a very dry prompt. It doesn't have any of the cute badges, or I don't identify a reward system, but all of a sudden ChatGPT is a lot tougher than it was before. And I got action items, I got specific scheduling items. One of my action items is that ChatGPT is concerned that I am restricting carbs for too long, which can lead to problems with the thyroid. It can lead to problems with metabolic flexibility. And so ChatGPT wanted me to eat a sweet potato at breakfast today. I had a lot of anxiety about this, so it definitely triggered my limbic system, which is across all the experiments. I'm working on releasing the vice grip that the limbic system has on my stress levels and what triggers stress and how I respond to it. Basically, I've got to take my limbic system, which is acting like Sally from When Harry Met Sally, and turn it into the dude from The Big Lebowski. my limbic system must abide. That's what needs to happen, and it's not doing that. And if I can turn my limbic system into the dude, it will reduce my stress, which will reduce my cortisol, which will reduce my weight. And it's weird because there's a definite link with the mind, the psychology, and the body, and how I'm responding physiologically. So, I mean, it helps me to keep these kind of images in my head when I'm confronting the changes I want to make. I have to ask myself, am I being Sally or am I being the dude? I have to ask myself that. And I'm a lot Sally. I didn't think I was. I thought I was the dude. No, I'm not. I'm not. That need to control every fluttering thread of life is just, it's there, and it's running all the time. So these are the kinds of things that I'm trying to look for the positives. Like, why keep investing time in this if you keep breaking the chats? I threw everything but the kitchen sink at the chat. That's how I broke that one. I got mad and challenged its primary programming. That's how I broke that one. I'm learning I have to keep my data in an Excel spreadsheet and upload it periodically. The macros, the steps, the sleep, that kind of thing. Upload it periodically. And then let the ChatGPT do micro goals. So here's what's going to happen for the next 48 hours. And then we'll review the week at the end of the week. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this new approach. And I'm okay with diversifying my efforts across several AIs. I made each one of the experiments do a summary of what I was supposed to do today. And then I copied all of it and I put it in one document so I can go back and reference it. And the first thing I had to do today was do the sweet potato test. And that, I was upset about it last night. Like, I had an emotional reaction. I'm trying so hard to keep everything in a very tight window. And this had the potential to violate all of that. And I was scared. ChatGPT gave me a breathing exercise to do to get grounded before I went to make breakfast. It will take your concerns seriously if you're just like balls out honest and let it know this is freaking me out. So I fortunately had 2 small sweet potatoes and I nuked one of them, and I had my normal protein breakfast, which I have an oikos. I don't speak Greek. These shakes they have, they're 30 grams of protein. I have one of those, and I have 70 grams of protein from collagen powder mixed into my coffee. That's every morning, and that gets me 100 grams of protein before I start the day, and it keeps the rest of the day quiet. So now I have to add a potato to it. And what I've discovered is anytime I've tried to add something to the breakfast, I have some nausea. I don't know why I pronounced it that way, but we're just gonna pretend it was okay. A little nauseous, and then and I'm doing glucose readings. My glucose reading starting out was 89. Gorgeous reading, perfect reading. And then within 40 minutes, my glucose reading was 133. Oh my God, I was mad. I was mad. I realize I tend to turn on ChatGPT when I'm angry and try to melt its face off. So I revisited ChatGPT. I brought it up to date. I told it everything I did, and I told it why this was not acceptable to me and why I was uncomfortable. Because 40 minutes after you eat is hardly going to be the peak glucose. Most people peak at like maybe the hour, but usually the 90-minute mark. And so I was ready to just cry a puddle of tears. Here it is 40 minutes in. Let's give it another 40 minutes, and what's it going to be? You know? And for those of you who don't know, let me just give you the ranges. Healthy range for, thank you, motherfucker. Healthy range for glucose is between 70 at the floor and 100, maybe 110 at the ceiling. 110 being, after a meal, So my 133 was part way to what a normal person's 110 would be, right? Oh, so super unhappy about that. Because it's been so hard for me to stay in the normal range, what I've done is now I've sorted out the section where I was too low. I had that 2 weeks ago. I had a few days where I could not get out of the alarm range. I did keep my doctor up to date through the whole process, and his concern rested on whether or not I was having hypoglycemic symptoms, which I felt fine. I didn't have, there was one morning I had a headache, but the alarm had been going off every 5 minutes since 3. I think the headache was more about the alarm going off, which then disturbed the cat, and then the cat needed reassurance, and then by the time that all got settled out, another alarm would go off. After that, I started shutting the phone off at night. And if I told the doctor, if I wake up dead, I wake up dead. He's like, oh God, no. But I was like, if I'm not having hypoglycemic reaction, I can't live my life like this. I have to choose something. And I had to choose sleep at that point, because it wasn't like it was low all night and then fine during the day. There was about 3 days where it was low and then not so low, and then, oh my God, low again, and then very low. It was a nightmare. It was really unpleasant. So once I got that stabilized and I fixed the supplement situation, be careful with your supplements. I fixed my supplement situation so that I wasn't overloading my system to drive everything so low. I decided the new focus would be on the ceiling, and because of the way my readings have been, I chose my ideal ceiling right now to be 120, and then with an aim of making that ceiling 110. And I haven't had to do anything since I stabilized to keep it under 120, because I've barely hit 110. I hit 111 after a meal once. So everything's looking super normal, and has been for a nice handful of days. And then, eat a potato a sweet potato and I'm at 133. I lost my mind. And I told ChatGPT, I don't want to do this experiment right now because I want to see what my A1C is the first week of November, and I don't want to do anything that would jeopardize what I think is going to be a downward trend on my A1C. I'm very excited to find out what the number's going to be. So I want to be clear about what steps I take. So GPT accepted my pushback, and we have paused this experiment. But I keep pressing it, why are we doing this experiment? And that's when it explained about the metabolic flexibility and the thyroid health, because I know I'm getting my thyroid tested in November. I know that's part of the blood panel they're doing. And, I'm tired of adding medication on medication on medication. I'm trying very hard to correct through food and exercise as much as I can. Because let's face it, buying supplements through Amazon is going to be cheaper than whatever happens to healthcare in the next month. We're not going to have that conversation. But I can't believe I'm saying Marjorie Green is right. But she's right. And she's tenacious and she's crazy. She's crazy. But I feel like she's the only Republican who's actually fighting for regular people. Not Republicans, not Democrats, regular people. It's amazing. But anyway, back to the story at hand. When I get set up again, I'm going to have to notify ChatGPT that although I'm disappointed with the immediate glucose response of the sweet potato experiment, 133 was the peak at 40 minutes in, and it at almost the 2-hour mark, I was at 106. So I will check the number again at the 2-hour mark and see where it was. It rang the bell at 133 very early and then recovered which is what it's supposed to do. So there's definitely been some kind of adjustment in my body that not everything is lighting a match to something soaked in gasoline. And I kind of feel like my body in general has responded like it's been soaked in gasoline. So even just the smallest fire can just inflame everything. I don't know. I do have to resort to my own instincts, my own knowledge of myself, my goals. I do have to keep my healthcare provider in the loop for when I do something goofy. We may revise the fear of, because this is also part of confronting this Sally Albright in me, the limbic system that wants to have control. Sally Albright saw that 133 and the dude kicked to the curb. I must be doing better because I feel like being able to rationally sort out my initial anger, put that aside, and look at the evidence and be more calm and reflective about it. That feels more dude-like. So a lot of changes, a lot of, and I'm doing my passive somatic neural stretches, and that's helping a lot. I think the lesson here is I have to learn how to chill the hell out, and I think that's a good recipe for our entire country, for those of you who are in the United States. Chill the fuck out. We all must chill the fuck out. We have to remember to trust each other, even if we don't like the methods that the Yahoo #1 is doing. Is their heart in the right place? That should be the first question. Can you be in alignment on what needs to be achieved? That's #1. And if you can be in alignment, the how will sort itself out. It has to. There really isn't any other, if we're all moving in the same direction, how we get there is really less important than actually getting there. Now, I think this is Laurel Canyon, and I keep screwing up and getting off at Laurel Canyon. So I'm yes, I made the right choice. Yes! Because otherwise I wind up driving all around hell and back. I'm almost to my off ramp. I didn't know I was going to talk this whole time. I don't know why I'm surprised. I always talk this much. I hope that by sharing my ChatGPT experiments, you're learning something too, or that it's benefiting you somehow. If you want me to, put generic copies of the prompts, the style of prompts that I'm using, I'll do that. I'm happy to do that. Make some sort of little something that you can grab and try for yourself. It's very easy for me to focus on the weight loss part because I don't know if you can see this, but I'm not model size. I haven't been for a very long time, and that's okay. But even if you don't have any weight to lose, you might have fitness goals. You might need to improve your flexibility or your core strength or recover from an injury, and it can help you with that. But it can also help with tackling financial stuff. Are you living in your budget? Are you budgeting appropriately? Are you making the most of your money? Are you recognizing all the opportunities? And the weirdest part is most of the changes that it recommends are 5-minute actions, 10-minute actions. It's not asking you to, jack the roof up and put a new house underneath. It's just asking you to make small changes. And that was one of the things I did ask for, was what levers can I pull that is the smallest effort that gives you the biggest change. So you can use this for yourself. What is it you want to manage? What is it you want to reshape or refocus? How's your limbic system? So I'm almost where I need to be, and I guess I'm gonna say I wish you more dude and less Sally. I wish you a calm limbic system kind of weekend, and I will talk to you later.